Okay, in this problem, we're trying, someone was wanting to accumulate $65,000 for a college fund over the next 15 years. And what they have done is they're trying to determine if they put $110 a month into an account with an APR of 5%, will they reach that goal? Okay, so in this case, they're making monthly deposits. So they know how much their deposit is each month. They just don't know how much is going to be in the account in 15 years. So for this one, our formula that we want to use is that the amount that's going to accrue, that's the A, is equal to whatever the monthly deposit is, and we're calling that payment, like a monthly payment, times, and then our complex fraction that we're working with, we have like two sets of parentheses here. One's really a bracket and then a parenthesis. 1 plus, and instead of writing APR, I'm using R over N, and all that's raised to the NY power, N times Y, and then we subtract 1, close that brackets, and then the denominator of that fraction is just R over N. So we're going to use this formula because what we're looking for is the amount. In the previous problem, we used a different formula because we were looking for the payment. Okay, so, it depends on what you're looking for in the problem as to which formula to use. Now, the rest of this is just a matter of substituting what we know. So we know that the monthly deposit, or the payment amount, if you want to call it that, is $110. We also know that the rate of the annual percentage rate is 5%, so we're going to plug that in. So that's times the top part of this fraction, put down our two symbols of inclusion, 1 plus the 5%. And we're putting this deposit in every month, so the number of times compounded over a year is 12. And we're raising that to the number of times compounded, 12, times the number of years, and the number of years in this case was 15 years. And then we're going to subtract 1. Close our parentheses, or our brackets, and then the denominator of this fraction is 0.05, the annual percentage rate, divided by N, the number of times compounded, 12. So the rest of this is just a matter of typing into the calculator. And when we type that in there, our final answer ends up being 29,401.78, rounded off to the nearest cent. So, when we're asked, well, did we make our goal of 65,000? No, we didn't, because this falls far short of $65,000. Now, I'm going to need to leave the screen to show you how to type this into the calculator. So make sure you have this written down. And in the calculator, let's go over here, and we're going to type it in. So I'm just making sure I got a clear screen. We had 110 times, and then we had two sets of parentheses, 1 plus the annual percentage rate of 5 divided by 12, close parentheses, and we're raising that to the 12 times 15 power. And then to get away from the exponent, we've got an arrow to the right. That brings us back down. Minus 1. And then close that bracket. And we're going to divide by the denominator, which is in parentheses, 0.05 divided by 12. Now, it's very important that you type in these parentheses as you're doing the problem. And then when we enter, we get our answer of 29,401.78. I hope this has helped.